3 brand new rose fragrances from Tom Ford, but are they any good? And are they worth your money? Hello, hi, how are you? I'm Robin, welcome back, or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here is Man for Himself. If you like hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this very one, then please do press subscribe right now and tell me in the comments. Okay, so I popped up a little Instagram story the other day and said, can you guess what I bought? And I had lots of people guessing various things, ombre leather, Costa Azura, but no, I bought this, a little atomizer kit plus 3 10ml fragrances from Tom Ford, private rose garden collection, 3 rose fragrances. They come in a 50ml size, which is £178 each. I'm not a baller, however much money you think I have, I don't. So I thought I'll just do this, 10 mils of each, and tell you what is good, what is bad, and should you get them. Now, these are inspired by Tom Ford's private rose garden. I mean, Tom, why the hell not? If you've got it, then get it in a bottle and share it with the world. And they are all coming out, well, they're all out now, just in time for Valentine's Day. I like that they do this. Tom Ford, the masters of marketing. And we have 3 inspired by different places. Rose de Amalfi, there's Rose de Chine, so China, and Rose de Russie, so Russia. So the Amalfi Coast, China, and Russia. Now, I have been spritzing, I have been enjoying, and the reviews are already on manforhimself.com, so you may have seen them. So let's start with the first one. Now, this is Rose de Amalfi, and this is pretty good, I have to say. This is the one that is most like, Rose Prick. If you know this one, I didn't love it, but have kind of grown to like it. And actually I do sometimes enjoy wearing this. This to me is like rose and caramel. There's something really sweet about it and quite intoxicating, quite addictive. And it's actually pretty good, but this is £240. When it was first released, it was 218 and it shot up to 240. I don't know why, and I don't know how. So these ones are slightly cheaper at £178. They're still pricey. Now, this one has got top notes of mandarin, there's also bergamot, there's pink pepper, it's got a heart of rose, and a base of heliotrope and almond. Now, to me, this doesn't have much citrus at all. I mean, if anything, the citrus is fairly fleeting, you know, it comes and it goes. But this is all about a powdery, freshly cut rose that's got this kind of like bubblegum pink jacket across it. A bit like a sort of puffer jacket. And when I was sort of spritzing and wearing this one, it made me think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, stick with me here, Violet Beauregarde, who is the kind of obnoxious, bubblegum popping girl with a harsh bob in the second sort of remake. But it's kind of like, it's sweet, it's whimsical, it's a bit flirty on first appearance, but it's got balls. Like when you get to know it, it's got this sweet, quite sort of heavy almondy base, which I actually really do like. It is that sort of powder pop that I think kind of works quite well. And it's kind of, it's kept the rose lively. One thing I would say about this is that the performance is not amazing. I mean, I sprayed one a couple of days ago. And yes, it's been on this for a while, but I don't get much at all from this. There's just a slightly sweet base. So I think it's good, but I don't think the performance is really there. So I think if I had spent £178, I would be slightly disappointed. So from the Amalfi Coast, let's go to China. Now, when I was thinking of sort of Chinese rose, I was thinking maybe a sort of oriental, something with a sort of sparkling amber. And there is this sort of amber quality to this. Let me get a new strip for you. Now, this has Chinese peony in it. It's got the rose heart again. And then it's got this labdanum and myrrh base. Now, this one, when you first spray it, there's all these really fresh florals that just shoot around. And Whereas the Rose d'Amalfi was more playful, flirty, vibrant, a bit younger. This is slightly more pared back. It's slightly more mature in a sort of knowing itself. It's less in your face. It's still got this sort of powdery edge, but it's less powdery pink and more sort of powdery violet, if that makes any sense. So it's just a little softer. The rose is still that freshly cut. This probably, the rose within this to me feels like the most pure of the rose. It's a walk through a garden. It's just taking the rose so delicately, snipping. Let's do this voice, it makes it better. Snipping, and then having that sort of dew from the stem of the rose and just really taking it in. So it's very much a fresh, new rose. With the base, that labdanum and that myrrh does give it a sort of ambery like quality, which I like, but I want more of it. Like I really want something that is giving us more depth. I want something that is sitting slightly longer on the skin. Again, I think actually this one's performance actually was not even as good as the D'Amalfi Rose de Chine. Here we go. And actually what is left is this just slight amber and not much more. So again, I like this one. The first one is the playful. This one is the slightly more fresh, floral, mature. And I think it's okay. I think it's absolutely okay. Now with the third one, where are we? Rose de Russie, where are you? You're there and you're also here. Now Rose de Russie, we've kind of gone in terms of liquids. We've gone from the lightest, almost like blush, a little rosé blush, to something a little bit more, bit headachy if you're going to have a rosé, sort of the more pure, the more pure the next day. A little blushier and then more pink. So this one, Rose de Russie. I've never been to Russia, but perhaps that is somewhere I can do one of my street style series. Now, let's get this out for you. This one is the one I maybe have enjoyed the most. And it's really different in terms of what I would think of with rose. This has got white pepper in it. The white pepper really shoots out. It's really lively. It's got this sort of spice, which is a sort of a flatter, more sort of even spice, if that makes any sort of sense. So it's less about that, oh God, that's hot, but it's more about something which kind of just really sort of perfectly coats that rose note. And then when you're getting into the base, there's soft leather and woods. And for me, this is all about those leathers. When I was thinking about kind of what this reminded me of, with the other one, so we had this sort of slightly more older, more mature lady, who was gorgeously dressed, I should say, with a Rose de Chine. We had the Violet Beauregard for the D'Amalfi. This one makes me think of being at a drinks party in sort of, let's go like late 19th century, early 20th century, like maybe like a sort of men's club. Let's not go brothel. We're thinking like high-end club with gorgeous velvet seats, maybe someone having a cigar in the corner, whiskeys, really dark velvet fabrics, almost like there's not much light in there. And a mysterious stranger walks in and all eyes are just drawn across to him. And he's got a cloak on. I mean, how does my mind work? He's got a cloak on, takes down the hood, he's gorgeous, he's groomed, he's just perfect. Slightly rugged, but perfect. And takes off his cloak, and what's revealed is this blood red smoking jacket. And this is what I get with this. All this sort of velvety, smoky woodiness around that sort of exterior, but underneath it is that rose, and it's the softness. And I really, really like this one. The performance is better in this one than the other ones. It's still not fantastic. I would say it's kind of like a 75 to 80% sort of number on it. And I like it. And I think it's with that white pepper too, that just gives it something a little bit more like energetic, a bit effervescent, a bit vibrant. And I think it's good. Again, I'm really glad that I bought these as the 3 set of the 10 mils. I think if I was to go for one which was in the 50 mils, I'm thinking the Rose de Russie. I think if you're a rose fan, this is perfect. I think this will be a really great addition to any of your fragrances. I've been wearing a lot of rose recently. I've been wearing the Guerlain Rose Cherie, which I think is beautiful. Again, very fresh rose, freshly cut. I've also been wearing more of the kind of like Halfeti, so that's more the Damascus rose, more of the Oriental side, and I think that really is more of a true Oriental rather than the Rose Cherie, so I would more go that over this. And I've also been wearing, come on Robin, what else have you been wearing? Oh, Maison Francis Kurkdjian Rose à la Homme, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So those are like sort of fragrances that I like within the rose, but I think this is a good launch, and I think it will do well. I think especially this sort of travel set, you get this atomizer too, very hard to get stuff out of the box. I should say, the people in Selfridges weren't that great. They kind of ignored me until I was like, hi, I want to buy this, and then they swarm you because they want their commission. So people of Selfridges, up your game, because can we remember the guy from Brent Cross who was just incredible? That's how an experience should be. But I'm going to link all of these. I think a good launch, favorite, the Rose de Russie, then the Delmarthy, and then the third one. Yeah, what am I going with? Oh, I'm just a bit nose blind here. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, enjoyable. Check them out. Get yourself into a store, have a spritz and go. But I will link it all down below. Also, there are more fragrances on manfromself.com. If you like Tom Ford fragrances, there's a full section on them right there. But thank you very much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this. If you have and you've still not pressed subscribe, then hey, come on, please do press subscribe right now. The button is there. There's also more video suggestions down there and a link to manfromself.com right there. Until my next new video, I've gone a bit nose blind actually. Bye-bye.